What is up, everybody? What's up? Good morning, everyone. This is Jose Trujillo, world's greatest living artist. World's greatest living artist. Yeah, world's greatest living artist. That's how I sing my intro. Dude, I gotta do like a guitar, like a solo guitar intro. World's greatest living artist. Yeah. Something like that. Something on the style of Prince, like Purple Rain or something. Purple rain, woo! Something like that. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Good morning, everyone. This is Jose Trujillo. I'm an artist, and you guys are chilling here with me. And this morning, hammer time. Hammer time. Hammer time is where I talk to you guys about your art career and all those cool things that have to do with your artistic development. As a full-time artist myself, I've learned that just about every single day there's some sort of challenge, some sort of little challenge, some sort of no believing in myself, a little negativity, just a little fusion or something, right? And I've learned also that if you pay attention to it, you make it bigger. If you pay attention to it, you make it bigger. If you squeeze the life out of that feeling, sort of like getting oxygen out of a fire, if that makes any sense. If you squeeze the life out of that feeling, out of that negative little mindset, little feeling, you actually have a chance. You actually have a chance of getting things done. You actually have a chance of working on your career and getting the fruits of your labor. Fruits of your labor? Yeah, fruits of your labor. And the way you do that, the way you squeeze the life out of that negative feeling is by moving, baby. You gotta move. You gotta make them moves. You gotta move at such speed that you don't have, you can't think about it. Not because you don't want to, but because you can't. If that makes any sense. Not because you don't want to, but because you can't think about it. It is impossible for you to think about it if you're so busy. Like, be so busy that you can't think about those things. It is impossible to think about negativity when you are being extremely busy. Now, you could be working very hard and still be very negative. That is because you're not very busy. I've proven this over and over and over again in my life. The busiest person tends to not be so negative. In counter-belief to out there, people say, oh man, I'm so balanced. Many times I've encountered that the person that is always trying to be so balanced ends up being very negative. Why? Because they never do enough of the things that matter in order to get a return. I love that. Nick Art Page says, I listened to you and took steps to get out there as an artist. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Power to the people. Power to the people. That's awesome, man. Hey, there's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of negativity in our minds. Do not abide to it. Do not listen to it. Do not play with it. It is el diablo. It is the devil. I call it the devil. Those of you who are like into the Bibles, it was mentioned as the strong one. The strong one. In the Spanish versions, anyways. I did a lot of theology when I was a kid. My mom had me like in Bible clubs and whatnot. I'm not religious anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. But I could see why it was referred to it. I think the big JC referred to it as the strong one. I can see why it was referred to as the strong one, you know, because it'll grab you. You know, it'll grab you. It's like that. Those of you who are also into the Bibles, I don't even know why I'm talking about the Bible. I'm not even religious. But anyways, I read that book a few times, just a few, and one of my favorite books is the Apocrypha book. It's not in the Bible, but it is. But the Apocrypha version of the twin, the Gospel of the Twin, and where he says, "Hey, look, check it out." He says, "Owning your house, right? Owning." It's like going into a strong man's house and trying to take it away from him and tying its hands, right? And basically, it's talking about a strong person in a house. In a house, right? In a house. A strong person in the house. The strong person in the house is your mind. It's messing with you all the time. It's messing with everybody. It's like, I can't do it. No. Being an artist, being a full-time artist, it's not possible. Selling artwork, oh my God, that's not possible. You got to tie that strong person's hands. And slaying that dragon. With the sword of virtue. I'm just joking, the sword of virtue. The sword of virtue. Anyways, man, I got super deep early in the morning. I got deep in the esoterics early in the mornings. But anyways, guys, those of you who get my drift. By the way, this is in every tradition. Okay, this is not just Christianity. This is in every tradition. Every religious, spiritual tradition has a form of explaining exactly what I'm talking about. Let me get a coffee for now. Would you like something, Mijo? Yeah? You got it.
Hi, what are we getting for you?
Oh, can I please have a venti pie place with steam half and half and classic?
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
Are you getting... What else are you getting? Everything else?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Extra fun for... Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the
Blended lemonade, I got that already.
yeah, and you know what? Let me have a bagel with cream cheese.
Alrighty.
A plain,
Okay.
please. And you guys have any almond croissants?
Let me check.
You got them. How's it going, Vikram?
Oh, I'm out.
You're out?
Yeah, the almond croissant.
Oh my god.
You can come earlier. We have like 10.
Oh, they go out fast, huh?
Yeah, they do.
Man, what about a banana nut bread?
I have plenty of those.
Let me have
You
one
want
of
that
those.
warmed up?
Yeah,
Anything else?
that would be all.
Alrighty, we'll see you guys at the window.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So the way to get out of this mind thingamabobby. Hi.
How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Pretty good. So it's going to be $16.63 today.
Let me use some of my spare change.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Thank
there's
you.
15 there. I put the rest in my cart because I was carrying all that cash with me. The whole $15 with
Oh,
me.
I know. It's a lot.
I didn't know what to do with it anymore.
Alright, here's the pike place.
Ooh la la, very good. Thank you so much. You know what? Can I get a little
coffee?
cup holder?
A cup holder?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I'm gonna need a cup holder, you guys.
Here, sorry.
Thank you so much. It's all right.
Here's that thing.
Thank you. We're almost there, you guys.
Here's the bagel and the banana bread.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm on my way to work listening to you.
Here's that
Tip.
lemonade. Did
Thank
you
you.
want a receipt?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye
Have a
bye.
great day.
You too. Here you go, Eagle. You want me to hold that for you? Yeah? I'm on my way to work listening to your tip. Thank you so much. My pleasure. These are my pleasures. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the dealio. Negativity is real. It shows up in different ways. It'll show up as, man, I don't think I can do that. Man, I think being an artist is like really difficult. Or it'll show up in all kinds of ways. Like, oh man, what time did I wake up again? Oh, I woke up late. I need to wake up earlier so that I can get more stuff done. And it's like this continuous negativity, right? There's no honoring of any space. There's no commitment and honoring of the space. And the reason why there is none, it's not, I don't believe it's because you gotta change somehow everything, your whole being. That happens with time. That starts happening with time. The reason why I think that happens is because you're not busy enough, not organized enough. This is where most of us get it wrong. Okay, the couple of people that are listening, check this out. It's not because you are not organized enough. That is bullshit. It's not true. Your friends, parents, relatives, everyone will tell you, oh, it's because you need to organize. You need to organize. You need to organize yourself. Organize. There is no organizing you need to do. All you need to do is move fast. Move fast. Move with speed. Run from activity to activity. Like run. As soon as you think of something, don't be like, okay, I'll do that later. No, you do that now. As soon as you think of something, you don't say, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it in a little bit. First, I'm going to what do I have to do first? No, the first thing you thought about, boom, baby, you jump on it, you kill it. Like it's like you have to kill it, right? Like you're a hunter, and as soon as you see that animal, you gotta go kill it. You can't wait and sit there and look at it in hopes that there's gonna be a better time for it. As soon as it came to your vicinity, to your mental vicinity, right, or visual too, as soon as it came to it, it is a gift from God that you thought about something, doing something. It is a gift from the gods that you thought about doing something. If you're like, oh man, I need to work on that, do not listen to me. Listen to this wise words of this wise man. Do not put it off. Do not cut yourself off from that. As soon as you think about it, it is an inspiration from the gods. You need to jump on it and do it. Procrastination is the result of not honoring what came to your vicinity, to your existence, in your mind and your vision. Procrastination is the result of dishonoring, not honoring the moment. Some people say, well, wouldn't I be acting reckless? Yeah, you would. And you should be acting reckless. Because, again, most people do not act enough. So what they want to do is they want to organize first. And you don't organize first. You act reckless. And as you're acting reckless, it starts organizing itself. That's how busy people get shit done. They do not organize first. But most of us have been taught to organize. And if you're trying to organize, what you're doing is you're thinking a lot, and you become very desperate or negative. If that makes any sense. Become very desperate and negative, and you start going like, oh my God, I don't have enough time. Oh my God, now I have to do this. Oh man, this completely ruined my schedule. This is what non-performers, people who don't want to work, say. Oh man, this completely ruined my schedule. I had a perfect schedule, and now this. Oh man, this is why I can't get shit done. Because this kind of stuff keeps popping. This kind of stuff keeps happening. That is not true. That is a victim mentality. And I know. Not many people are going to flow with me on this, but that is a victim mentality. A victor's mentality is, this popped up, let me kick its ass too. Oh, this other thing popped up, let's kick its ass too. It's here already, might as well kick its ass. That is a victor's mentality. Oh, now we got this to handle? All right, let's do it as fast as possible. Just do it. Just do it. The answer will always be Nike's slogan, just do it. The answer will always be that. Any big corporation, any big business, any person that's done anything great in life, those are their words. Their words are never, well, here's how you're going to strategize. Here's what you got to do. No, their words are always, all right, do it. Just do it. Okay, do it. Every biography that I've read about anyone who's done anything in life, they were not strategists. They were not organizers. The person that tries to strategize and organize almost always never gets anything done, or gets very little done. Gets enough done to where it always feels heavy, and it feels like you're always working, and it feels like you're never getting a payoff, because it's never enough. It's never enough. It's like going to work every day, waking up. It's like this, look. It's like you're waking up every day. You're like, man, I gotta go to work. And you live in a big city, and you drive 2 hours to get to work, and you're only there for 30 minutes. But you did the whole thing, right? You have to wake up early, shower, get your lunch ready or whatever, and you do the whole thing. And then you get there and you only work for 30 minutes, and then you have to drive back another 2 hours. So you essentially spend about, 6-7 hours the whole day, right? But you only work 30 minutes to get to work and to come back. If that makes any sense, give me a hallelujah. If that makes any sense, yeah. That's very much what most of us do, guys. How's it going, Kelly? How's it going, Chanel? Most of us do that. We're like, oh, yeah. I'm going to go and I'm going to work really hard. Oh, man, it's allergies. I'm going to work really hard, yeah. I'm going to work really hard in my art stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And you do the whole thing. Hallelujah. I love that. Hallelujah. I'm going to work really hard. And when you get there, you only work 30 minutes. You work 30 minutes, but you do the whole thing anyways. Like you do the whole thing. Like you do the whole song and dance, right? You do the whole thing. You're like, yeah. But what's the point? You drive 2 hours to work. You get there. You drive 2 hours to work. You get there. And you only work 30 minutes. And then you come back another 2 hours. And it took you 2 hours to drive. But when you woke up an hour earlier. You took a shower. You got your breakfast. You put your lunch together and you leave. And when you come back, you're like, oh, man, I got to stop and do the errands. Oh, man. But you only work 30 minutes. This is most people's art business or art career. We just don't know that. Because nobody tells us that. See, via socialization, okay, because we're all socialized, we understand that we have to go to work for 8-9 hours a day, whatever it is. Some people go 16 hours or whatever, right? But we understand that we have to work for 8 hours. There's no like, well, unless you're a part-timer, right? But if you're a breadwinner somewhere, you have to work at least 8 hours at work, right? At least. Nobody gets upset about that. Like, people complain, but nobody gets upset and says, oh my God, why am I working 8 hours? No. Society has said that you're supposed to work 8 hours at it, right? In order to get some sort of paycheck. Because you have 8 hours for yourself and 8 hours to sleep, and there goes your 24 hours, right? But if you're an artist, nobody tells you this. Look, if you're not working the other 8 hours that are supposed to be for you on your art career, it ain't happening. I just don't know how. I have I don't understand how. Now, if you work 2 shifts and you're making art on the side, you better move fast. It's about speed now. It's about speed. Look, guys, I'm going to be very honest with you, okay? Because I know people don't believe this, or people have this very screwed up. This whole thing that you're doing, it's about speed, guys. Please understand this. It's about speed. This whole thing about humankind, human beings, the whole forward movement is about speed, guys. We will become some sort of supersonic beings somewhere in the future. Everything is about speed, right? Here, go take this letter. Back in the army in the Civil War years, go take this letter to the captain or to the general. Aye, sir. They take the letter, they hop on the little fucking horse, and they're like, dun. Then later it was like telegraph, send a letter. Right? And then later it was like, let's text this guy or whatever, right? And it's speed. The whole thing is speed, right? It's speed. Let's take a canoe across the river. And then, oh no, we have a riverboat now, right? It's speed, baby. And now what do we have? We have speedboats. The whole thing about humankind is we move towards production in a faster way. Why? Why do we do that? Whether we like it or not, some people are like, oh man, like I don't really like it. I want to coast. Totally. But this is about this is life in general, right? Where how long does it take to do A, B, and C? I don't know, like whatever it is. Like think of anything, whatever it is. Like you used to put albums together and crop them. Your granny did, right? And put them and oh, look at the photographs. Now you don't have to do that. You take the photo on your phone and then upload it to Facebook. And there's your photo album, right? Or Instagram, and there's your photo album. And so society moves in speed. But we as artists, we don't, not just artists, everybody, we don't understand this. That the whole thing is about speed. This does not mean that you're desperate. You're like, oh my God, Jose says it's about speed. No, this means that you have to move without thinking. Because the thinking is the filter. It won't let you move. The thinking won't let you move. The thinking is going to keep you complaining and upset. And why am I not selling artwork? Because it's not your time, maybe. Maybe it's not your time. But if you remove the thinking and you keep pounding at it, right? Then it becomes your time. Then you get closer to it. One of my mentors says proximity is what I wish for you. It's proximity. Understanding how close you actually are to the things. But you're thinking so much. We're like Moses in the desert. Is it Moses? Was it Moses? Was it? Yeah. The dude who parted the seas. We were supposed to get there short in less time, but it took us 40 years. Why? Right? We're thinking so much. We're thinking so much. It shouldn't take that long. It really is not that difficult, guys. It is not that complicated. It really isn't that complicated. Nick says, it takes about 30 minutes to do a piece and just get it done. Yeah, I mean, or whatever. It could take you a whole day, right? It could take you a whole day. There's some hyper. I don't want to neglect the hyper realist, right? Or the realist painter who takes a whole day or takes a couple of hours to create a painting. But at the same time, that takes that time, okay? But uploading it on YouTube, maybe the video they did of the painting, or going and talking to a gallery shouldn't take years. For many of us, going and talking to a gallery, like going and talking to a gallery owner, takes fucking years. Like we're like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to the gallery. And then 1 month goes by, oh, I'm going to go talk to the gallery. 2 months go by. 1 year later, you're like, man, I really need to go and talk to a gallery. Dude, you could have talked to 300 of them by now. But you don't because you're not, see, this is my secret, okay? And I share with you. You got to learn how to crunch time. Crunch it. Like one of the things that I visualize about myself is that I go forward, I go to the future, I grab whatever I want, right? And then I bring it to me. This is how I visualize myself. I'm like, oh my God, I want $1 million. Oh, okay. You want $1 million? Okay. You got to go to the future and grab it and bring it, right? Bring it. You can't wait till you get there. You have to grab it and bring it. You have to like you have to remove all the stuff that, oh my God, well, how long would it take? Oh my God, let me see. Let me plan. Let me organize. No, you have to remove all of the filters and then go to the future and grab it and bring it. Bring it to you. How do you do that? You have to move with speed. It's the only way. You have to move with speed, and you have to be unapologetic about how to behave. Where most people are like, man, I worked enough. Oh, that's it. You know, it's I don't know. I think I painted enough, or I think I showed enough artwork. I think I'm good. No, you have to be unapologetic, right? You have to be like, no, it's not enough. It's not enough. Why? Because you start understanding that the only way to bring something forward is crunching the time. See, the only how can I say this? The only thing standing between you and what you want is actually time. This is why I say speed, guys. It's actually time. Everybody's going to sell, I don't know, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Everybody will. Yeah, anyone who's selling artwork is what I'm talking about. Anyone who's like, oh man, I do sell artwork, but how do I think like this cat? Well, everybody's doing it. Like, you're going to sell probably $100,000 of artwork. It just might take you 10 years. It might take you 5 years to sell $100K of artwork. It might take you, I don't know, it might take you 20 years. Who knows? What I'm trying to illustrate here to you is, what can you do so that instead of taking you 10 years, you pull it towards you, and it actually only takes you 1 year. You know, or it takes you 5 years rather than 10, or 3 years. What can you do to pull it towards you? Because it's going to happen. So many of us have sold, you know, I don't know, a piece of $1,000 here, $500 there, or whatever. But it took you a whole year, right, to make, I don't know, $5,000 to sell your artwork. You're like, no, man, last year? I had this person who came to my studio, and this person told me, I sold about $9,000 of art. I was like, whoa, that's so awesome. She's like, what can I do? She was being mentored here in my studio, and she's like, what can I do? I was like, well, how long did it take you? She's like, it took me a year, right? Last year. Like, oh my God, like, she was so excited. I was like, cool, figure it out how you can do it in 1 month. She's like, whoa. I was like, it's the same thing. You're just elongating the process, right? Cut out all the stuff and do it in a month. Don't let it take you a year. Why did it take you a year? Well, the only reason it takes us time, guys, is because of procrastination. It's the only reason. But no one teaches us this. No one tells us this. Here, one of my assistants is here. Hold on. Hello. Oh, two. I got two today. Love that. I got two. I missed you guys.
I like your guys' cowboy shirt.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bada bang, bada bang. Cowboy.
Cool.
So, if this makes any sense, guys, I hope that. Oh man, I gotta put this in the freezer because my wife likes it really cold. So if this makes any sense, guys, look, it's speed. It's speed. This is what I told this artist. It took you a year. How? It took you a year to make about 9K. How can you, right? Like pull those 9,000 towards you faster. How can you do that? It's the Nick says not going to procrastinate right now, so I'm painting. I love that. Yeah, I mean, you know, and the people that are watching this, I really appreciate you guys being here. I really appreciate you guys taking the time. But as soon as either you can multitask, or as soon as you're like, dude, I got what this guy was talking about. Like, go get it done, baby. Go get it done. Or as soon as the video's over. I don't know. By the way, do me a favor. Like, share the video. Can you guys share videos on Instagram? Can people share videos on Instagram?
Yeah. Like, you can post videos and you can send videos.
But if you watch someone else's video, like on live, and the video's there?
I think you can send it to a friend.
You can send it to a friend, huh?
Yeah.
You guys better be sending my videos to your friends. Otherwise, I'm going to get booty about it. Got banana nut bread. Here's where it gets confusing. People try to compare this idea of what I'm talking about with everything. It does not work with everything, okay? It looks like it could work for many things, but it does not work with everything. It does work with getting results and your success. It does work there. Why? Because there's no limitation, right? There's no limitation on it. Imagine if instead of being just you as an artist, there was you and there was like 10 other people helping you on social media. And then there was another 50 people helping you exhibit your artwork in different galleries. And then there was another 50 people or 100 people helping you sell your artwork all over the world. See, there's no limitation on it. You know, so it could be that. It doesn't have to be that. I'm just saying it could be that, right? There is no limitation on it. There is limitation on I'm like, oh man, I'm going to lose 30 pounds in one day. Well, there is some limitation on that, right? There's limitation. There's the body limitation. There's other limitations. But it doesn't mean that you can't move faster towards it either. But in the result of your career, there is no limitation. You can move as fast. Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna multitask. I gotta sign some certificates of authenticity. Hey, authenticity. Respect my authority. Every time I think about Eric Hartman, he's like, respect my authority. Look at my certs, baby. Are they the coolest? My certs are the coolest. I made him look like, I made him look like moolah. I made him look like money. Like green and that little, I don't know. I just thought it was going to look cool. Make him look valuable. Chanel says, I've tried. I couldn't. I totally understand. It is a matter of finding out where you can apply the speed. You cannot apply the speed everywhere. Okay? Oh, I tried sharing the video. I thought you were talking about the speed thing. Oh, got it. How like, Chanel, that does not sound like you. Oh my God, I need those videos shared. We need to help the world's greatest living artists, guys. I wanna kick Instagram's algorithms booty.
What are you saying this?
Oh la la. And so multitasking, guys. I mean, why not? Everybody can multitask. So I hope that this makes any sense to you guys out there. Please do yourself a favor, and next time you need to do something, don't think about it. Don't sit there and be like, oh well, let me see how am I gonna do this. Don't think about it. Do it or don't. But don't think about it. Thinking about it is only gonna create. It's only gonna breed fear, and fear is the mother of procrastination. Okay, fear is the mother of procrastination. My mother actually used to tell me that. That little old lady was wise. Fear is the mother of procrastination. You know, you start because, and it all comes from thinking, right? Like, you don't get fear out of like, oh my God, like, I have fear and I don't know why. No, you have fear because you're thinking about something. And the only reason you're thinking about something is because you ain't moving fast. You're not moving fast. You're taking too long to do things. You're taking too long. You're like, oh, I'm going to go get that gallery show. 1 year goes by and you're like, yeah, man, I should go get that gallery show. Yeah, dude, you could have gotten 10 gallery shows by now. Yeah, but, you know, like, I got to wait till I do it right. I don't want the person to be like, I don't want to burn my bridges. This is what a master procrastinator will say, okay? I know because it happened to me. This is what a master procrastinator is going to say. I don't want to burn my bridges, so I really have to plan out the way I'm going to do things. No, you don't. I'd rather. Now, by the way, you don't have to burn the bridge, okay? But I'd rather have someone say, no, not right now, and be like, oh, okay, cool, right? I love that. And then you move on to the next gallery. And then you come back to that gallery that said not right now, and you're like, how about now? In a different way, right? But you have to learn how to say that. You have to learn how to it's not like rocket science, you know. It's like courting someone, right? You get there and you're like, hey, nice shoes. I don't know, whatever, right? And like, no, it's not happening. And then you come back with flowers. And then you come back and you're like, oh, let's go have coffee. No, not right now. And then you come back and you're like, okay, I get it. I totally get it. But you know what? I was reading this book that I really liked, and I thought you might like it. And then you share that book with them, right? And it's not totally not creepy or anything like that, right? We've all done it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it with galleries too. You don't want to get them. This is what lazy people do. They burn the bridge right away by saying, "Come on, let's do it." It's like telling someone that, I don't know, you like someone you want to date. It's like telling them, let's go have babies. It's like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, are you sick or something? Like, what's up? You know, of course not, right? You're dating, you're going to start dating someone. You're like, let's go watch a movie, you know, or let's go get a cup of coffee. Why? Because the conversation, right? You want the person, you want to hear about the person, you want to learn about the person. The person probably wants the same thing. They want to know that you're not some psycho killer. I don't know, but it's the same. It's the same way. We've all done it. It's the same way you do it with a gallery. You don't want to burn the bridge. You don't want to be like, come on, Mr. Gallery owner, let's have an art gallery show with my artwork, and then bother them so much with the same message, like, come on, let's have the art show. Come on, to the point where like, no, it's not happening ever. Right? That's very rare, but some people do that. It's very rare that would happen, but some people do that. Some people do because they don't get creative, they don't get committed, so they don't get creative. They don't get creative in courting, you know, and going and helping. Right? If you go to a gallery, they're gonna love you if you go there trying to help them. Not helping them as, I got some ideas for the place. No, a lot of artists do that shit. I don't know why. You got to stop doing that. Not helping them like with ideas. No, helping them like, oh my God, you're having an art show? Like, pick up one of their flyers and be like, oh, that's so awesome that you're having an art show. I love this. I'm going to come here. I'm going to tell all my friends. Man, I had to tell all my friends and family to come by. As a matter of fact, do you mind? I have some followers on Instagram. I have some fans on Facebook. Do you mind if I do a live video? You know? 9 out of 10, the gallery owner is going to be like, oh my God, I found the person I love the most in this world. Because all they're thinking about is, how do I get people or eyes in my gallery? They're actually spending money trying to get eyes into the gallery. And if you're an artist who's like, let me do a video. Like, I'll share with all my fans. What do you think the gallery owner is going to look at? Rather than walking in there and be like, oh, can you exhibit? Can you exhibit my artwork here? No, you're going in there as someone who's willing to help and someone who's willing to go above and beyond. Above and beyond. So by the time that you do that a couple of times, they might ask you, what do you do? And you might be like, I'm an artist. Oh, it's funny you ask. They might just hand you, by the way, this has happened to me. They might just hand you the exhibit and be like, here, take the exhibit. Because you are here to help me, not to mooch off of me. Right? I like people who are helping. I actually help people who help me. That's like 99% of human beings, right? They like to help people that help them. And so, anyways, I just gave you guys the strategy to go get a gallery show. One of my all-time favorite strategies. If you want to learn how to do that, really effective, word by word, I got a video on that. I got a video workshop. Okay, if you wanna get that, it's not free, but it is a super instructional video workshop that has helped me tremendously. And if you're an artist who's like, man, I need to learn how to do that, I just told you. But if you're like me, like you need step by, like I'm the type of person that's like I need step by step because otherwise I feel like lost. If you need a step by step. Exactly what to say, how to say it when you walk in, and blah, blah, blah. I have a video workshop for you. It's about $149. Now, some people are like, oh my God, I don't have $149. Okay, well, go figure it out yourself then. Because I figured it out already. And that's why I'm charging $140. It should actually be like $500 for that. But I'm not in the business of selling workshops. Not yet, anyways. I'm still in the business of selling artwork. Nick says, tell me more about your job as a curator and understand what they like. Yeah. That's what I like to actually do, to know people. Totally. So there it is, guys. I hope that this video was helpful. Remember, there is no way to quiet, unless you're like a Zen monk or you pray a lot and I don't know, you've achieved, what do they call it in Christianity? Ecstasy, or you achieved enlightened state. You're not quieting that mind. The way that have been able to move past those hurdles is by moving fast. I move fast, and so I don't have time to think about it. The less time I got to think about it, the less it. It's like a lion. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for you. As soon as you give it a little bit of attention, you're like, oh man, could I really even do that? You're fucked. Like it got you already. It's gonna start eating you. It's gonna start devouring you. Devouring. Is that the word? Something like that. What you need to do is know that there's a lion right there hiding, and you need to go as fast as you can. Imagine you have a rocket in your back, and go past it as fast as you can. Okay, go past it as fast as you can. Don't stop and look at it. Don't stop and give it the time of day. Nothing. Don't stop and give anything the time of day, because it will suck your energy. Period. Whatever you stop and think about, it will suck your energy. This I learned the hard way, and I had attended a couple of seminars. No one taught it to me as well as a sales expert named Grant Cardone. No, I didn't learn it. I learned it, and then I had to figure out in my own life why it was working. And that's when I started listening to this guy, and I was like, oh, that's why it works. Right? No one had ever really broke it down and said, this is why you must move fast. I gotten to a point in my career where I was moving faster than I used to. But I didn't know why it was working. I didn't know that it was the speed. I just thought I was being reckless, right? And And then I got coached by another guy. And this guy taught me something very interesting. Now, some artists might not, I don't know, be looking to earn money or whatever. Some might be. But this guy taught me. This guy was a Facebook ad marketing specialist. And this guy taught me, he said, Jose, he said my name because my name's cool like that. He said, imperfect action makes people rich. Imperfect action. And I was like, imperfect? Like what? Like fast, he said. Fast, imperfect action is the thing that makes people rich. And so part of my business is to earn money. That's why I talk about it. But if that's not your thing, then change it up and be like, imperfect action is going to get me gallery shows, or imperfect action is going to get me in front of the right collectors, or imperfect action is going to get me, I don't know, you're going to write that book or whatever it is that you're trying to do in your artistic journey. All right, time for me to leave. Peace. Share the video, guys. Share the video. You ain't sharing the video, I'm going to start getting booty about it.
Thank you.
I'm going to start getting super booty about it. I'm going to be like, and I know the people that don't share, okay? I know. I'm going to be like, I'm going to put you in the naughty list, like Santa. Here's a bagel, hijo.
That's not easy.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, you want me to do it?
No.
Oh. Chanel says, ooh, how I love this. Thank you so much. I'm so good with this. And my other business I'm still figuring out with art. Yeah. Thank you so much, Nick. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Chanel. Guys, take care. All right. Yeah, sometimes we just forget, Chanel. Sometimes I think we just forget. Like there's people who are very good at this in certain areas of their life, like working out or other, but in art, because maybe because it's something that you care so much about that you maybe might be procrastinating and not realize that you're procrastinating, right? You're like, no, it has to be right. No, when I send out the email to my collector list, it has to be right. And so therefore it takes you like 3 hours to write an email, or DMing someone, be like, oh, I don't know. I'm going to wait till, look, here's another thing about DMing. I'm going to wait till I get the right message and I say the right thing. By the time you might get to that place, Instagram may not be allowing to DM people anymore. We are in such a special time right now where you can actually contact people directly. And 99.9% of artists, 99.9% of artists are not taking advantage of that. And it is because of two things: procrastination, and the ones that try to do it, it's like, give me a shout out or some sort of spamming. It's not really, hey, I want to help you. If you try to help someone, that person's going to try to help you. Look, let me just give you a little last tip here. Those of you who have 1,000, 2,000 followers on Instagram, I care about thousands, okay? It doesn't have to be like 10, 20,000. 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever, or 500 very engaged fans on Instagram. If you contact me, you don't even have to contact me. But if you go and start sharing my stuff and talk about me and whatnot, and then you tag me, I'm not going to be like, oh, that's awesome, that's nice. No, I'm going to be like, dude, I got to give this person a shout out. I might even do a whole video on the person. Why? Because I want to flow power back. This, you're going to start seeing this if you do that, So if the people that ask me like on a daily, like, hey, dude, can you do a shout out? If they would just be like, dude, look, I did a shout out for you. Oh my God, I've been doing shout outs every day for you, right? Or I share your video, or I share your photograph, or I share your link. Every time, if people would be doing that, man, I'd be so busy doing shout outs back. But people don't do that. People are like, hey, can you do this for me? And if you do that for me, that's awesome. There's no power there, Go do something and expect nothing in return. But I'm just telling you, if you do it for me, I'm going to do it for you. So, all right, peace.